22nd of December 2023. And this is just a talk about this X39 stem cell patches that you get from Livewave. I'm doing this video specifically because I did the interview with Dr. Edeling, and he was he's on holiday and he was sitting on the patio at a restaurant on the deck, and there was a lot of ambient noise, but in any case I've got no control over that, and he neither. The reason why I'm making this video is because if you start googling the thing, you will immediately be overwhelmed by a vast avalanche of marketing videos and marketing material and marketing info. Because the patches is not available in the trade, you have to buy it through multi-level marketing agents, and we all know those things, familiar with it. Tupperware worked like that, and Rivera worked like that, and there was a sleepwear thing working like that, and all of that, we know that. But the reality is that in all those structures, there are people that are using the products, and that's all they're interested in the products. And then there is other people that are focused on the marketing. Now, I can understand that for the patches to be available to as many people as possible, they need a very strong marketing structure. But unfortunately, on most of the groups, and so that is the primary goal, the marketing, and that is not for me. I bought the patches based on the value I saw for my health in it. That's why I bought it, and I was never interested in actually marketing the stuff, unless I would have seen spectacular things in my own life. But I'm a guy that could say I'm fairly healthy. Yes, I'm almost 72 years old, but I'm a healthy guy. I don't have blood pressure problems, I don't have cholesterol problems, I don't have a smoker's cough or anything like that, I don't have arthritis, none of those things. The reason I bought it was 2 of my implants fell out, and the dentist told me that it is due to my age and the breakdown of the jaw bones. And I read that this stem cell stimulation can reverse that and fix that. That's why I bought it. Unfortunately, I will only get confirmation of whether they actually did it when I go back to the dentist next year in February. And then you can take a panoramic x-ray and compare it with the one that was taken before I started the patches. But to me, as I'm using this stuff, and there's nothing spectacular that I expect, the first thing I noticed was my thumb. I nearly cut the bloody thing off with a chef knife, and in the process I cut the nerve. And after it was stitched up and so forth and healed, the front of my thumb was dead. It was basically zero feeling in it. And within about 3 weeks after I started using the patches, I became aware of almost like electrical shock in the thumb. And I spoke to my younger son, and he was in a bad motorbike accident and he had nerve damage from his arm. And then he explained to me that that is the sensation that he got when the nerves start healing. That almost like electricity. And it lasted for about a month, that it was so visibly something was happening there. And then it subsided, and I've got a lot of feeling back in the thumb. I would say about, if I just take a rough guess, I would say about 80-85% of the feeling is back in the thumb. Especially at the tip of the thumb, it was impossible for me to really clean my nail because I could never feel whether I was going into the nail bed. And I would clean the nail and then I would see blood coming out of the nail bed. And now that is no longer there. Another visible thing that I saw was the change in my eyebrows, because my eyebrows was getting sparse, and I started seeing that it looked as if it was getting denser and darker, and I used to get a lot of white hair in my eyebrows. Now all of that white is gone, and the eyebrows looks denser, and the hair is definitely longer. And about 3 weeks ago, I noticed in my side whiskers. Now this side whiskers, I can show you pictures of 2005. It was already white. And I'm seeing now black hair coming out here and there in the side whiskers. Now there is guys that has reported that their hair started growing back again and their bald spots cured, but many guys has mentioned it that their hair changed from grey back to dark color that it used to be. And that seems to me what I've got another problem, and that's my feet. And many guys and many people of my age would know about it. And it's that I lost feeling in my toes. And before you make a deduction and say, yeah, it's a circulatory problem, it is not, because if it was a circulatory problem, my legs would be swollen and my legs would be blue and all of that. None of that. It's just I lost basically all feeling in my toes. And for a long time, years, I couldn't feel my individual toes. I could feel the toes is there, but you couldn't feel them individually. And that is disappearing. I am intensely aware of each toe separately, and it is as if that burning sensations and that is getting less, but I'm not going to dwell on that. I would like to see it, and if it disappears, then, but there is an improvement there. Now there is many testimonies of people that has got different results from the X39. And what you need to understand about the X39, the X39 stimulates the production of stem cells by your body. That is what it does. It stimulates your own stem cells, your own stem cells. The second very important thing to take into consideration about the X39 patch is that nothing goes into your body. You place the sticker at the bottom of your neck, maybe between the shoulder blades on the spine. That's where you place it. And the light activates the process of the components in that patch, and that stimulates the stem cell growth. Now, there is more than enough information around about what is the work, the science behind the patch. But it's important you don't absorb anything from that patch. So you shouldn't get an allergic reaction or things like that. What people do find is that their bodies, in some people it's very pronounced and other not. Their bodies start detoxing the moment that they start using the X39. They go through a detoxification process, and that can be associated with headaches and all sorts of other things. But the most important thing is, if you use the X39, you must hydrate well. You must drink a lot of water. Not at least 1.5 liters of water per day. That is important. Because if you drink that high volumes of water, you ease the detoxification process. That's what it is. And I'm not a medical guy, and I'm not going to give medical information or medical advice or something like that. But as I said, the X39 is what it does, it stimulates your own stem cells, production of your own stem cells. I saw a graph somewhere where they showed how over age, as you grow older, your body loses I won't say not the ability, but it loses the urge to produce stem cells. Now, stem cells is the basic repair bricks of your body. So if you don't have enough stem cells, your body is going to start falling apart. That's what it does. It falls apart. And there has been testimonies of people that shown the pictures how their skin condition improved. They lost the wrinkles, and you can see the skin is firming up and things like that. And I have seen a testimony of a doctor that said she'd been using the stem cells patches. She used it for 6 months, and then she still didn't see anything visible, and she decided maybe she must stop it. But she bought another set and said, okay, I'm going to give it another 3 packets and give it a go. And in month 9, she became aware that she was no longer allergic to certain types of fabric in her garments and things like that. And her skin, the skin color changed, and where she used to have a very dry skin, the skin became normal and things like that. So the stem cells can work, well, the stem cells are actually working over your whole body. That's what it does. That is what it was designed for by nature, to repair your body anywhere. There are guys that their eyesight is improving. I am not going to say my eyesight is improved, but I know for a fact. I realized that I didn't use my reading glasses so much anymore when working on the computer. Now there is days that I work through the day without using my glasses. But I'm not going to say, yeah, it's the X39. But it must be something. So, but now you must understand, if you want to get X39 patches for yourself, you've got one of 2 options. There's other options which I'm not going to discuss, but one of 2 main options. The one is to enroll with Livewave as a marketer. Yes, as a marketer. And there are different packs that you can buy. Starter packs, sign up packs, whatever they use. I give you a link and you will see when you open the link there's a choice of a number of packs that you can. I bought for myself the silver pack for the main reason that silver pack gave me 3 packets of X39 at the most economical value for me. So my price, unit cost per patch, was the lowest on that. But you've got a bonus if you buy the silver package. Yes, it is 3 months, actually 45 days, 3 months. It's more than that because it's 90 patches, but they will last you 135 days. When you sign up on the silver pack and your neighbor or your friend or your family member or something wants to get patches himself, you get from Livewave with that silver package, you get a link from Livewave like the one that you are using to sign up onto my marketing team. Then you can give those links out and get people to buy their patches through you. Not physically through you, only on the structure through you. They use that link, they sign up for it, and they buy it from Livewave, and it's delivered directly to them. But you will get a commission on that. So I was not really interested in that, because I didn't buy the patches for the marketing side and making commission on it. I bought it for my health, and that was it. The other option is, I have now got 2 guys here in my valley that they are not interested to sign up at all. They said to me I must get for them the sleeves and they'll buy it from me. So I buy it on my account and sell it to them. That is the way. But I'm not keen on doing that because I don't have the time and the facilities, and I'm staying in the bush, man. It's for me a hell of a story to get to send things out to somebody and that. So, but these guys are my neighbors, so it's all right, I'll do it for them. But the reality is, you must understand that the Livewave Patches is associated with a multi-level marketing foundation on which the stuff is distributed. So if you buy the things just for your health, look past all these marketing talks. The basics, and then I had some inquiries, and I want to say it, they do not only make the X39 patch, they make a lot of other patches. There's patches for pain and all sorts of patches that they do have. And they've got now a new one, which is the X39, which focuses more on your heart. And with my last batch, when I had to restock myself, they had a special on where you could get one X39 and one X49 at a lacquer price. And I bought that, so I rotate. I use one patch from the X39 and then one from the 49, one from the 39, one from the 49. And that's it. But the reality is that there are testimonies out there of people that has benefited tremendously. And I mean, there's people that has been suffering from arthritis like hell, and there are people that they couldn't walk without crutches, and they're now walking normally. You heard Dr. Edeling saying himself, he could never, for years he couldn't bend down to pick something up from the floor. Now he can do it. So you'll get muscle flexibility and the joint flexibilities, all of those things are changing and improving, basically because your stem cells is there to repair the damages, See that the stem cells repairs damages. And then the last point I want to make is, you may buy the stem cells for a skin condition that you have, cirrhosis or something like that. And then you start using the stem cells patches, and you don't see an improvement on your skin. The reason for that is most probably because there's other things that are more life-threatening, wrong in your body, on which the stem cells will concentrate and focus attention first. That is why we see testimonies of people that say they've been using it for 5 months and then suddenly their skin's clear up and so forth. Keep that in mind. The last I'm going to say on it is, the stem cells is the basic building blocks of your body. And your body uses those stem cells to replace broken stuff. And your body will decide which stuff must be repaired and fixed first, before it will come and fix your pimple, something like that. I'm just making a joke, but that is what it is. So, for the people that are, I got a hell of a lot of messages in which they ask, will it work for this, will it work for that, will it work for that? All I'm saying, X39 stimulates the production of your own stem cells. Now, go and read up and Google what is the value of stem cells. I mean, people go for stem cell transplants and they pay thousands and thousands of dollars for it. And there's a 90% chance that transplant will fail. Why? For the simple reason that your stem cells is the most basic element in your body. And if you want to put stem cells from another source into your body, that match must be bloody good, otherwise your body's going to reject it as foreign agents. That is why the stem cell transplants has got such a low success rate. Because of that. But okay, that is just some trivia to keep in mind. As far as I know, the only contraindication for X39 is if you have been a recipient of a transplanted organ. If you have got a kidney transplant or something like that, or a cornea transplant or something like that, and you start using the X39s and stimulate your own stem cells, you have a very good chance of your body rejecting that transplanted organ, because the stem cells will bolster your immune system. And you all know, when you get transplants, they do immune suppression for the fear of rejection. So that is the only contraindication that I am aware of. There may be some others, but as I said, this is not something that you drink or eat or it gets absorbed by your body. So the chances of the thing affecting you badly is very remote. And for me, being a basic guy, I trust my body. And boosting my stem cells, that made a hell of a lot of sense to me. Because in that article I read, they said by the age of about 50-55, your body has stopped completely to produce stem cells. And that is why you start aging so fast, because nothing is getting replaced. Nothing is getting replaced. So, think about it. Just look at it objectively and logically. And in the end, okay, yes, the stuff is not cheap. It is definitely not cheap. But I have stopped some of my medication, which I'm not going to name. Dr. England and me spoke about it. He has said what he has stopped and so forth. And then you have to play that off against the cost of the patches. But you must never forget, all these pills and stuff that we are using, each one of them has got some side effects. Oh yes, I want to add that. Someone sent, two guys sent me emails in which they're asking me if the patches will help because they are suffering from after effects of that pestilence snakebite. Now, all I'm going to say on that is, remember, the stem cells repairs your body. That is what it does. Think about that. Have a great evening and send the comments, and in the description of the video I will have the link to my enrollment link or what, and I will also have the link. If you send the email to skidmarks@ppol.co.za, I will send you the link to the X39 WhatsApp group for Skidmarks. Have a great evening.